Thought that you should know I've been going solo. Want my love, baby, earn it. Yeah, dancing on my own. See if you can follow. Got me feeling alive. Watch me go, lose control. Is this real? All I feel.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monique Macrin. If you're new here, karibu sana, and thank you so much for your continued support. As you can see from the title of this video, we are going to talk about things a mother should expect once they stop breastfeeding. Now, the reason I decided to do this video is because the previous video that I talked about my experience with stopping breastfeeding did so well. Like, it got a lot of views, and that told me that this is a topic that women are interested in, and I thought, why not? And also I realized that in hospitals, healthcare providers are usually very quick to teach you on the benefits of breastfeeding. They can teach you how to acquire a good latch. Then they can teach you about how to increase breast milk supply in some hospitals, but most of the time the journey ends there with the healthcare providers. But this is worrying because every mother who starts breastfeeding will at some point stop breastfeeding. So why do we have the gap here? Yeah, I feel like as when you teach them how to start breastfeeding, then also teach them how to safely and painlessly stop breastfeeding as well. Because let me tell you, it's not always in black and white. I have been there 2 times, and I can tell you it's not always an easy process. Anyway, so in this particular video, I want us to discuss some few things that you should expect when you stop breastfeeding. And then in a video that is also going to go like today, I will talk about ways that you can be able to manage the symptoms that you experience after you stop breastfeeding. And I'm doing this video so that our mothers can have a very seamless transition from breastfeeding. I am all about pleasant motherhood. Like, let's make motherhood as pleasant as it can be. I am a Lamaze facilitator, by the way, and I usually insist on making this journey as beautiful, as smooth as it can be. Yes, I know it's a challenging journey, but you know, there's so many ways we can do to make it more how do I put it, make it more smooth for the woman. Now let's get right into it. The first thing that you should expect once you stop breastfeeding is pain and a burning sensation. Now, this will not happen to every woman, but to an extent, there's going to be a discomfort. And the reason you get this discomfort is because, well, the breast milk is not going to stop being produced immediately. And this breast milk is going to stay in your breast, and the baby is not suckling, yes? So once it stays in your breast for some days, it's going to have a burning sensation. Now, it's important that we know how to manage this, because you could get an infection from that. For example, you can get mastitis, but do not worry. We can be able to manage that and be able to find ways in which you can be able to prevent the intensity of the burning sensation or the pain. The second thing that a woman should expect is engorged breasts. Now, engorged breast is whereby a mother feels like their breasts they feel like rocks. Okay, they're very hard, and sometimes you can feel lumps when you touch. It's lumpy and engorged, like a rocky feeling. There's that thing that a mother should, and that happens definitely because there's a lot of surplus milk in the breast, milk that does not have an outlet. Yes. The third thing that you should expect when you stop breastfeeding is that you're going to go through a depressive mode. Now, this is likely to be mild depression, or to some women, maybe just, stress. And this can last for 2 weeks. It's the same kind of stress that a woman experiences right before their periods or during their periods. The reason you get this mild depression is because once you stop breastfeeding, the oxytocin hormone is usually suppressed, and some of the medication that you take to help in stopping the milk production, for example bromocriptine, has an effect of suppressing oxytocin. Now, oxytocin is a very important hormone when it comes to mood stabilization. Yes, so anything that promotes better moods, once it's taken down in terms of quantity, then it is expected that this woman is going to feel stressed. Okay, Yeah, so just be on the lookout for that. When it starts happening, don't ask yourself what's happening to me. I feel low, I feel stressed. That is because the level of oxytocin hormones in your body has lowered temporarily. That is not going to be forever. Usually happen for 2 to 3 weeks. The other thing that a mother should expect is a lot of mom guilt, and this mom guilt also contributes to the depression in addition to the oxytocin hormones. Now the mom guilt happens because I feel this is more of a problem of how the society teaches a woman on how to live their lives. We have a lot of social norms. Of course, I know we do not exist in a vacuum. We have to exist in a society, and societies have norms, they have set expectations, and it's just a way we have been wired to go through life. So a woman, once you give birth, it is expected that you're going to sacrifice your life for the sake of your family, and that, sometimes it's your hubby and your children. But what the society forgets is that we must also teach this woman how to tap into herself, how to feed her, how to fill her own cup. Yes, because you can't pour from an empty cup. And when it comes to breastfeeding, we must teach this woman that yes, it is important for you to breastfeed this child because that is the source of their nutrients and they need to be nurtured, and that is fine. But we must also teach this woman that at some point you're going to need to stop breastfeeding, and that is okay. That is what I've been trying to say for the last 1 minute, that women need to be taught that it is okay to stop breastfeeding your child when it feels necessary for you, and especially after you've hit like 6 months of exclusive breastfeeding. Now, I know WHO talks about 2 years, but for me, once you've hit 1 year or 1 year and a half, that child can be able to live well without, they should be able to live a healthy life even without being breastfed. Why? Because this child has already been introduced to solids, and you can always supplement with either formula or cow milk after 1 year. So I hope that every mom who wants to stop breastfeeding before 2 years, for whatever reason, I want you to know that it is okay. It is okay. And you're not doing a disservice to that child. That child is still going to be very healthy. And once you know that it is okay, and once you know that your child is still going to be healthy, then that reduces your mom guilt, right? The next thing that we need to expect is that your breasts are still going to feel full for some time. It can even go to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, up to like 3 weeks. Your breasts are still going to be packy. They're still going to be fuller, and to an extent, when the baby cries, there still might be some leakage of fluid from the breast. So do not be worried. Yeah, I know sometimes you expect that, okay, since I stopped breastfeeding after 3 to 4 days, then this journey should be over. No, I want you to know that this journey can continue for up to like 1 month, and it's okay. Yes. The last thing that I want women to expect is that not really expect, just to know, is that you can be able to reintroduce breastfeeding even after 4 months of stopping breastfeeding, right? So should anything happen, maybe your child fell ill and they're not able to feed very well, and you feel like, okay, maybe I should start, and then maybe you start feeling guilty. Oh my God, my child is not eating very well. They're not eating well because they are unwell. That sounds like a tongue twister. And you feel like you need to reintroduce breastfeeding. Probably formula is expensive for you, or you don't believe in formula. For whatever reason, I want you to know that you can always be able to reintroduce breast milk if guided correctly, and I can be able to help you with that. But anyway, I'm going to do a video on that, right? So this is the end of this particular video. Please do not forget that right after this video, I'm going to upload another video teaching you, or rather sharing with you, things that you can do to ease some of these symptoms. Okay, until next time.